Part 2, creativity as problem solving. Remember, we defined intelligence essentially as the ability to solve problems. Notice that creativity is kind of the same thing. That line between intelligence and creativity becomes blurred. People generally see creativity as the ability to generate ideas. But creativity is a type of problem, and this is related to problems solved in all areas. Problems in the arts, how can I express this or define this or create this, but also problems in business, education, science, technology. Creativity is the ability to solve these problems. Here's some examples. How can we design a car to run on electricity? What kind of play will enable our team to score a touchdown? How can I make this relationship work? Types of problems. Creativity can be used to solve them. Other types of problems. You can stop this if you want. How can this skill be taught? How can I keep my 7th hour social studies class actively engaged? How can Andy make $1 million? All require creative thinking for their ultimate solution. Sensing the problem is a part of creativity as well. That is the first step. If you aren't aware of a problem, how can you solve it? And a problem is a difference between the real and ideal. Some examples of sensing the problem: our current way of catching mice is not effective. Those old ways of splaining things don't account for the new information. I need to find a more effective way to study. Carbon-based fuel we use to power our cars and heat our homes is expensive and leading to global warming. So unless we can first sense the problem, we cannot begin to solve the problem. Creativity, the ability to generate a lot of ideas, enhances problem solving. If you can generate a lot of ideas and a lot of different ideas, you have a wider array from which to choose from. And also you see the problem from many different viewpoints instead of just one narrow view. It's interesting in problem solving how many people start with the answer, focus on one answer, and that eliminates their ability to see all other ideas. Part of creative problem solving is redefining the problem. Highly creative people are able to look at problems differently, are able to redefine the problem, are able to look to let go of old ways of thinking, to think outside the box, using that metaphor, to see a variety of new possibilities. Now, here's some examples of redefining the problem. This is an actual example. Students at MSU didn't know what classes to take. How can we free up faculty time so that they're able to advise students at a central location? All right, this essentially was the problem, and they started with the answer. Oh, we have to free up faculty. That's the only way to solve that problem. Instead, redefining it, how can we describe our program so that students know exactly what courses to take? Redefining the problem. Another example, the price of gas is rising. How can we solve this problem? Well, that's not the problem, really. Let's redefine it. How can we create a vehicle that does not need gas? Redefining the problem. Creativity, a type of problem solving.